Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are in the shop today, and today's video is going to be a series of updates to our tool storage. You guys know that we've had this Lowe's Cobalt stainless steel toolbox for like, geez, probably 10 to 13 years, something like that. Yeah, because I had that my entire time I lived in my old shop, and I've been in here almost 9 years. So yeah, in that 13 to 14 years, I have completely filled this box up and filled up other boxes. So we are going to be remediating that situation by picking up some additional storage and replacing a couple things. Because as you guys know, we've been kind of on that theme of some things coming and some things going. Well, this is going to be a combination of some things coming and some things going. So let's go ahead, we'll head to the store and pick up some new tool storage. All right, guys, for this first toolbox, I actually had to go to 2 different stores. One was in Hickory. That one didn't have the item in stock, even though the website said they had it in stock. Went there, of course, they didn't have it. Had them do an inventory search of all the local stores. No stores had it within 30 miles. Had them expand that to 60 miles. They found one store in South Carolina. And so yeah, the first hour and 15-minute trip was a total waste of time, but I did end up meeting family for dinner, so that was fine. Then the second trip actually happened to be like 2 miles from my parents' house. So we ended up having to go to South Carolina, and as you guys can see, it was about an hour drive. And then if you look in the back of the truck, there is a toolbox in the bed. And as you can see behind me, we have the first toolbox here. This is the 27-inch rolling cart. This is the Series 3 from Harbor Freight. It's the US General Series. So this is the Primer Gray, Destroyer Gray, Hellcat Gray, whatever you want to call it. It is the gray set, so that's what we're going to go with. That's going to match the closest with what we have. We've got the gray and silver sets from Gladiator, so probably going to be the closest thing that will match. And yes, they sell like purple, red, black, white, and I think a yellow. I'm not a big fan of all the other colors. Gray is just fine, so that's what we're going to go with this first one. This was pretty simple to assemble. All you got to do is assemble, put the handle on the side and put the wheels on the bottom. So the wheels on the bottom are a 14mm nut and bolt. Pretty simple. Take the packaging out, put the wheels on, turn it on its side. And I think this top handle was a 6mm hex. Yeah, I think it was an H6. That sounds about right. So you'll need a hex. You also need a 14mm, and you'll be able to get this bolted together. So this is the first one. Obviously, the shop is a mess. We've got to move a bunch of stuff around. This will eventually go in the third bay. You guys will see that in the next update. We are actually in the Silverado, obviously, and we are headed to the U-Haul store, and we're about 20 minutes from there. And we need to go get a trailer for the next piece because it is quite large, and I do not want to try to lift it out of the back of my truck. So let's head over to U-Haul. All right, guys, you can see the hauler is on the back of the truck without issue. This is a motorcycle hauler. I picked that up from U-Haul, like I said. I had to go down to Mount Holly. Unfortunately, my local place didn't have. This was like a 25-minute drive, not too bad. But yeah, so we've got that. We're headed up to Harbor Freight to go pick up what we're getting. All right, guys, if you can see in the backup camera, we have a trailer full of toolbox. So yeah, we got the toolbox loaded. It was kind of a pain in the butt. We basically had to take it out of its shipping crate, load it up onto the trailer, roll it on the trailer. Then I basically had to tie it down. I think I've got 6 straps on that. And so in theory, that ain't going anywhere. So let's head home. I think it's like about a 30-minute drive, and we'll pick this up when we unload the trailer and the toolbox. All right, guys, you can see behind me the 72-inch toolbox is here. As you saw in the time lapse, we did unload it and we got it unboxed. It managed to arrive home without any major dents or anything wrong with it like that. I don't know if I did this or this was already here. There's a little bit of a scratch where maybe one of the ratchets came down, you know, with the tie downs. But I don't really care. That's going to be up against the wall. You're not going to notice it. All right, guys, got the keys unlocked, and I'm just going through the drawers. Not seeing any issues with any of them so far. But yeah, I think we're good. Let's see about this big one. There's the instructions. Oh, there's that ramp. I was wondering where that was supposed to be. The ramp. And here's the power cart. I think we're gonna assemble that. And here, oh, here's the power cart. Yeah, that's where all the battery power goes. So yeah, overall, this box got here in great shape. No damage from the store. And I will say this, if you guys are gonna be buying this from the store, make sure you open it up before you take it. I saw a lot of people in the Harbor Freight US General box group, whatever that group is called. Saw a lot of people have a lot of damage to their toolboxes. They waited till they got home and opened them up. Then they had to figure out transportation back to the store. Well, with the way we transported it, we took it off the crate, off the pallet. We took the cardboard off, then we put the cardboard back on. And when we were at the store, the guy just helped me lift it up on the first part of that ramp, and we pushed it right into the trailer. So yeah, this is a real easy way to get this home, is rent a $22 trailer. It's actually a $14 trailer from U-Haul. I think I paid $8 for the insurance. Ended up being like $25 total. So, all right, guys, this might look a little bit crazy behind me, but I do have my whole bay of toolbox. This is what I've wanted for a really long time. You'll notice I've got a bunch of the drawers pulled out, and that is because I attached the 27-inch box that we got a couple weeks ago. I attached it to my 72-inch, and so that's just over 90, just about 90 inches of toolbox. And you guys can see there's a tray there's a tray there. There's a couple other ones missing, but these slide out real easily. All you gotta do is pull this out. Then there's a little plastic trigger on the inside of here. Actually be on the outside here. Pull up or pull down, it just depends which direction it goes. Push the slider in, pull the drawer out, and that'll come out with no real major problems. So yeah, following the instructions, I basically just put the 2 bolts at the top. I'm also going to put some bolts on the bottom. And what that is, these are just an M6 nut and bolt, M6 by 25, M6 nut. And yeah, you can go ahead, put those through the top. Actually, you guys can see here, you see this outer hole? That's where those go, not the inner. The inner one, it is a riv nut. It just doesn't have the thickness that the M6 bolt has. That might be like an M4, so it's really small. So you actually don't need to take the bottom trays out. I was kind of just guessing when I pulled those out, but you do need to pull the top trays. You guys can kind of see the bolt right there, and that will basically go through this hole, through the other toolbox, and then you just nut and bolt it on both sides, and you tighten it down. So yeah, so I have just around 90 inches of the US General Series 3 box. And guys, this has been something I've wanted for a really long time. I think these came out like maybe 2 years ago. It's been over a year since these came out. And I saw that, I'm like, ooh, I really want that. Now, I was originally going to put this toolbox over here where my other one is. That toolbox sits between the hot water heater and that door. There's some light switches. There's a garage door opener over there. And we would just be fighting for space for that. Then I came over here and measured, and I'm like, huh, I think I can at least fit the 72. I measured it again, and you can fit the 27 inch as well. And so yeah, I ended up buying both of these, like I said, several weeks apart. And that is how we put together our new tool storage. And I can't wait to fill this thing up. That box, even though it's 56 inches, is stuffed to the gills. I've got drawers where I've probably got 4 or 5 levels of tools deep, and they almost look like junk drawers. I mean, I know where things are, but it's just very inefficient when I'm working on stuff, trying to look for a specific tool when it doesn't have a spot. So that's kind of why we went more horizontal than vertical. Now they do sell a hutch with the 72-inch toolbox. Then I saw something really cool. If you buy the 15-inch locker, you can actually bolt that to the side of this, Then I think you can put in a 42-inch, yeah, something like that. I think it's a 42-inch toolbox. I don't think they sell a hutch in the 42, but I could go vertical if I did need more tool space. So yeah, so I could have a hutch and another toolbox. Of course, this Gladiator cabinet would have to move because we would need another like 12 inches, 12 to 15 inches. And then we got welders, air compressor. Yeah, so you guys know how this goes. Once you change one thing, everything else kind of changes down the road. So, and the 72-inch toolbox, I should let you guys know, this was $450 off. It was like $12.99, something like that, and it's normally like $17.99 or it's $13.99. Anyway, I had some coupons and gift cards and stuff, and I was able to get the price till I think it was like $13.40. I paid something like that. So it was a significant amount off, and that's kind of why I pulled the trigger. All right, guys, as you can see, certain toolbox is gone. Unfortunately, it's not gone just yet. I just cleaned up the Cobalt toolbox and gonna list that on sale real quick. And so yeah, that's what I meant by those cabinets over there moving over to here. And eventually I will be moving these cabinets, getting a hutch, and putting those cabinets over here. Oh, and this cabinet that's standing by itself, that's gonna go over there under that bench. As you guys can see, there's a motor. There's all kinds of crap over there. I've got to get that cleaned up. But you guys don't really need to see that in this video. So yeah, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more shop updates, more Corvette updates, we'll be getting back to that on the next Corvette video, and that'll be upcoming soon. So if you guys want to see that, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out all the links down below. Try to include links to the U.S. General stuff. I'm not sure if we'll find that online, but I'll get you links to Harbor Freight. And also make sure you check out our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Any support that you guys can give there goes right back into the channel. New toolboxes, new tools, new stuff for the cars, the Corvette, the truck, and the SS, and all that. So any help you can give there is appreciated. So thanks, guys. Have a great one.